Not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound good. We're joined by Chris Broussard. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you.
Chris, who's the best in the West right now?
I have great respect for the Spurs. It would be tempting to go with them. They have the best structure. We talked about them being 5-1 without Kawhi. Guess what they are without LaMarcus Aldridge? 7-1. Like, it doesn't matter who's out there almost. All right, so great respect for them. But I think that we have come to expect so much from the Golden State Warriors that anytime they're not excellent, we think the sky is falling. And, I mean, yes, they've lost 3 or 4. Cleveland's had a rough stretch here. San Antonio has lost two of its last 4. One against Oklahoma City with both of their stars playing, Kawhi and LaMarcus. If that happened to Golden State, we'd probably be saying they're done, they're in trouble. What's going on? And not to mention they don't have their best player. So I still am going with the Warriors. I think that this turmoil, I'm not afraid of turmoil. We found with Cleveland the last few years, it's LeBron against Love, it's LeBron against Kyrie, LeBron against David Black. Sometimes that turmoil helps. The Warriors have not had any regular season turbulence in the last 2 years.
You know what helped turmoil? If you got the king of Akron. If you got him on your team.
I set that on a platter for
If you got him on your team, still anything.
Who was the king of Akron? I don't know. Who are you talking about?
Stop.
Stop?
Yeah.
I don't know.
1984.
Huh?
Born in 84.
Oh, born in 84. I thought you meant the book 1984.
He was born in You know what, Skip, you didn't stop. You too big for this, Skip.
So I'm sticking with the Warriors, and I think this is going to be good for them because they've been able to get away with poor execution for the last few years because Steph and Clay were hitting bombs, and then Durant came, and you had so much room for error. Now they don't have that room for error because they're not making shots. So this will help them tighten up the details that they need to.
Right now. Now, first of all, the claw got declawed last night. You know, the best two-way player, Kawhi Leonard, he be D'ing LeBron up. Now, I just want to know last night, Skip, because I know you watch every Spurs game from start to finish. You watch every... Hold on, let me finish, Skip.
Unfortunately, I watched that one.
Are you going to let me talk, Skip?
Talk.
Okay. I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to let you respond. I know you watch every Spurs game from start to finish. You watch every Cavs game from start to finish. You watch every OKC Thunder game from start to finish because Russell Westbrook is box office. So I know you
see TV.
So I know you watching this game last night.
The MVP, Russell Westbrook. Go ahead.
So can you tell me the best defensive player in the game? Who was he guarding last night? Was it Dame Lillard or C.J. McCollum?
They switched. They went back and forth.
So can you? Oh,
They both lit him up, though.
Hey, hold on.
They both lit him up.
Last week, he was telling me how he was waving off Denny Green. I got James Harden.
He does.
You don't want no part of this. Let me at him.
He does a number on James Harden. The two Portland guards are too small and quick for him. They just are.
Are you aware? Kawhi is a tremendous defender. But you know that they are much better. This is one of those quirky
Okay, but you
analytical
know what? I can
stats.
shoot big holes in that.
Okay, how?
Because the other team, if you really boil down to second-level stats, makes threes like crazy when he's not on the floor.
But the statistics show
when he is on
they're
the floor.
better
I know.
defensively
I know.
by far
that's absurd.
when he's off the bench, when he's on the bench. Now I agree he's a great defender, but that is a fact that for some reason they play better defense when he's off the floor.
One more thing, Skip. What was this going on last night? Can I show you a video? Did you see this? Now, Delta give you...
You got video today?
Oh, look.
You got jokes and video.
Delta,
That's all you got.
Delta will make you a diamond medallion flyer if you travel like what Ginobili did last night. Skip, this is ridiculous. Well, I mean, Chris, watch this. Look at this.
Yeah,
That's travel.
home. That's a little home cooking.
No, it wasn't.
That's 100.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he didn't even travel.
That's
not a travel in the
Delta will
Wait
give...
a second. You know what we didn't focus on? What a clutch shot that was by Patty Mills. That actually got them back in the game.
Okay, let me...
Is there a better clutch shooter
First
than
of all,
Patty Mills?
Delta will give you 150,000 miles, and they will...
That was not a walk.
And they will pick you up at the jetway in a
That's not a
Porsche.
walk.
That is
I mean,
you know
Shannon,
what?
as a LeBron,
It's really not a walk. It looks
apologist,
like
you
a
should
heck of a
be
walk, but
ashamed of
I don't think it
yourself.
I
is.
don't think it is.
So you
But
Wait a
I've
second,
never
it's not a
seen
walk.
Chris, before you go, you hear what you said.
What did she say?
He should be ashamed of himself.
After what? Go ahead, finish it. Go
I
ahead.
said, as a LeBron apologist,
We wasn't even talking about
pulling
that.
up
We wasn't even talking
video
about
of
LeBron.
someone traveling.
You were cheering
is
those travels
ridiculous.
a few
But you
years
know what?
ago.
We've never
right?
traveled in
all
Miami.
In all seriousness, Skip, right now, if you says, okay, Shannon, you got to pick one at this very moment, not 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, right now, I would say the Spurs are better than the Warriors.
Well, you already went on record yesterday. We got it on tape. You said the Spurs are better. You just said it.
Right
You said-
now.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but who are you picking to win the West?
Well, I thought the Warriors would probably win in six games. Between them and the Spurs, it might be a 7-game series. But somebody's gonna catch it dealing with Houston. You better dodge Houston. That's who you better dodge.
You know what? I'll say this about Houston. Their defense, not great, but it's improved. Against Cleveland, they played some pretty good defense. You know, Harden, he was trying.
Here we go.
He's squirming.
So who you got?
He's
You got the
squirming over there.
Clippers. We know you
Yeah.
the Clippers, right?
Here's the deal. I am always prisoner of the last night's moment with my Spurs, and I have a bitter, bitter taste in my mouth from that game last night because it was a sorry show that my Spurs put on. Because LaMarcus returned, it was shock. Everybody was so relieved. I thought it might be career-threatening. Heck, it could be life-threatening, and certainly season-threatening. And I was stunned that out of the blue, he's back, and he's going to play tonight, and he's okay. And there are no restrictions, no minute restriction. Really?
He might have just had heartburn. It was something.
Well, I don't know. I hope so, for his sake.
Well, they said
he's had it twice
he's had-
before.
yeah.
They
he's
did
had it
say
before.
they said indefinitely, and
So-
it definitely was a week.
So the team's all happy, and it's a home game against a team that just lost by 23 the night before at New Orleans. And here we go again. And guess what? They start off like crazy, you know, we got this, and then they don't got this. And they haven't been good at home all year long. They have struggled at home. They still have the best road record in basketball, which is why I don't really care about the 1 seed or the 2 seed. I just don't.
I don't think
But-
Pop ever worries about
But here's my issue with my Spurs. I don't love them with LaMarcus Aldridge on offense. I just don't love it. It went right back to the bad old days. It went right back to let's lob it into LaMarcus in the low post and let him dribble, shoulder, shoulder. Maybe he can turn in the lane, or maybe he falls away and shoots one at the end of the clock. It's hard to watch. It's just painful at times. And he shot 9 for 24, said he was a little rusty, missed some shots around the basket. I get all that, but I like the way the ball moved without LaMarcus. Now, on defense, the other end, when they decide to, they can be the best defensive team in basketball, and it ain't even close. When they put their mind to it, and it usually at home takes until the second half till they put their mind to it, they can lock you down. But those two little shooters for Portland have just bedeviled them at home, especially Damian Lillard. He had 2 quarters of 32 points, and then he had 2 quarters where he just couldn't score.